Hey, how are ya? Day 2 of the vlog, back again. Yeah, early in the morning, on the way to work. Got a spare sec, thought I'd just drop in and say hello. I want to talk about a couple of things today. Obviously the big news, Jonah Ive leaving Apple. That's huge for pretty much anyone in the tech industry. What he's done for Apple and technology and laptops and phones, and yeah, basically he's pretty much touched everyone on the planet. I'm sure some of you at some stage have held one of his products in his hand. I think it's going to be a big change for Apple. They're struggling to keep up. Their software is the only thing keeping them in the game at the moment. The hardware is expensive and they need to do something about that. And they need to find their new ideas man, because there hasn't been a lot that's been inspirational, I guess, in the last couple of years. Yeah, the phones have sort of stagnated a bit, and Samsung and all the other guys have caught up, and their laptops and other computers are unupgradable and expensive, so there's a lot of people leaving them, especially in the creative scene. So some big changes. Big thanks to him for what he's done. I was there in New York when they released the 2006, I think, or 7, when they released the iPhone, and I knew straight away I had to get one. It was going to be a world changer, and I was right. It was, yeah, I got it because it didn't have small buttons. You had big buttons. It was just amazing. So that was a huge thing for me, to be able to get a phone that I could actually use one hand and type and not have to push the one button 3 times like we used to with the old phones. My old Sony Ericsson, I think I had, because I didn't like the Nokias. So yeah, the iPhone was huge. I think that was the first Apple product I had. I used them in school, the Apple computers in school, and that was pretty much the only other sort of touch. And then I went back to them later when I had an Apple computer for work, and no viruses, none of the rubbish you get with Windows software. The OS for Mac is amazing. So they've still got that up their sleeve. They've still got, the iPhones are still a great phone, and it's just easy to use with the whole network and the system and iDrop and messages. So that's fantastic. So it'd be very interesting to see who's going to be the next golden boy, who's going to take him into the next century or the next 10 years of the development. Yeah, so that's sort of good. Don't forget, iCast is coming up. If you haven't seen my iCast preview on YouTube, check it out. Try and get a link attached to the end of this for it, but you'll find it on our channel. That's not far away, probably only a week or so before that starts. That's going to be huge. Some big things announced already. Obviously, Lawrence has announced their trolley motor, which we had the video on, and we pretty much had everything right from the footage we'd got on it. It was all pretty accurate. Looks basically unchanged since then, so that's pretty cool. And also another big one that's just come out last week, which I'm hopefully going to get a video done this week on, is the Hummingbird 360 mega image. Looks absolutely amazing. They had to come up with something. We talked about that in the iCast preview. They had to come out with that. I thought they'd come out with a live, but what they've done is that 360 and turned it into a mega image, so you get that same detail from your down scan in a 360 orbit. Obviously the previous 360 was pretty sketchy. The new Hummingbird Mega 360 looks really good, so that's pretty handy because you can just sit in the boat, and I'm assuming you're going to be able to pick up some movements of fish and see them on the bottom and see those shadows, and then they'll move when it refreshes each. I'm not sure what the refresh rate is on that, but I'm sure you'll be able to see the shadows move and the fish move. So yeah, that's a fantastic thing from Hummingbird. They had to come up with something. Obviously they've got that that's their baby, and they've got that down, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so there's a fair bit happening. I'll keep you up to date as I go. Hopefully I've got a heap of editing to do this week, so I'm going to I've got 3 or 4 videos to get out over this next week, so hopefully get that done. And then some more to do with the iCast coming up. I want to get some more stuff done on that. Want to add in, one of those videos will be that 360 mega imaging. Want to look at that a bit more in depth, and show you what they've come in with there, and I'm assuming that's going to be with big items at iCast 2019. Other than that, another day. Hopefully it's busy. It's a nice day today. Still a little bit cool, but yeah, should be pretty good. Anyway, thanks for stopping by.